Yes then YouTube, we are back with another custom tactics video of a formation that I have loved last year. Been trying it out a little bit this year again now. And I have to admit, I love it again. And that, of course, is the 4-3-3-2. But before we get into the video, YouTube, drop this video a like for me. Let's smash 100 likes. And if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel. We are well on the way to 30,000 subscribers. That would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the custom tactics. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. So like I say in all my videos at this moment in time, you are going to want to use balanced on the defensive style, 100%. I think as defending, as you all will know at this point, isn't the easiest part of EAFC 20. I was going to call it FIFA 24 there. It isn't the easiest part of FC 24, is it? It is quite hard to do. So I personally stay well away from pressure on heavy touch and press after possessionals. But one thing I will say, pressure on heavy touch I feel like could be a viable option as the game cycle does go on. As we start to understand more and more how and when we defend properly on FC24, I feel like pressure on heavy touch is possibly going to be quite overpowered in that sense. So maybe one to look out for in the future, but at this moment in time, of course, it is going to be balanced. The defensive width is all the way down. I say all the way down, but it is down to 40. Yes, 40. Now, you might think that is a little bit narrow, and you would be right, it is narrow, but there is method to the madness. I just really like it when my left back is very nice and tight to my left centre back, making us really nice and compact there. And then on the flip side, my right back is nice and compact with my right centre back, again making us nice and defensively solid on the right hand side. And then altogether, my whole back four in general is just a lot more narrow and a lot more compact, not leaving any gaps for our opponent to exploit, not leaving any spaces in between our midfield and our defenders, all of that good stuff. There really is big plus points to defending quite narrow this year, and it was exactly the same last year, and it's exactly the same this year on EAFC 24. Defending more narrow is definitely the way to go. The defensive depth, again, like I've been saying in all my videos at the moment, there are two options for YouTube, okay? So option number one is the option that I use, and that of course is the 71 depth. A little bit ratty, but it's kind of just, it really is super OP. It really is. Basically, the 71 depth is quite a high depth, and it is, but it does the automatic offside trap for you, and it does kind of automatically press for you a little bit sometimes as well. So altogether, it is just very overpowered. Something that I never really thought would be that overpowered, but we are here. I think it was really overpowered on FIFA 22, and then they patched it last year for FIFA 23. But as we are into this game cycle now, in EAFC 24, it's back. So 71 depth. If that is a little bit too high for you, and of course you're not interested in the automatic press and the automatic offside trap, then I would recommend 55 depth. So they are the two options that you've got on the defensive depth. If you are struggling defensively, I would probably recommend balanced 40 and 55. If you're like me and you like to be a little bit aggressive with the defending, then I would definitely recommend balanced 40 and 71. That's what I've been using. The offense, of course, yeah, you guessed it, YouTube. It is, of course, balanced and direct passing. Now, is it ever going to stop? Is it ever going to end, Robbie? You know, the meme of Arsenal fan TV. When's it going to end, Robbie? Until this point, I don't know. It just is the best, isn't it? It's been the best for about 3 years in a row now, and I'm not going to tell you to use something that isn't the best, because then I'd be lying to you. So balanced direct passing, I love it. Maybe though, if you kind of feel like your players are running away from you a little bit, which does happen sometimes, maybe give balanced and balanced a go. You know, can't go too far wrong with that, but I am balanced and direct passing. I absolutely love it. Now, the offensive width is actually pretty boring. I leave it on 50. Yeah, I leave it on 50. I don't touch it. I really like where my left winger and my right winger are anyway in the preset formation, so I don't really want to touch that. I like where my left centre mid and my right centre mid are as well. Again, I don't really want to touch that. So there really is good method to that madness, and there really is. So that's why I just leave it on the 50. It does the job. Players in the box, yep, it has been like this for many a year, ever since they changed the custom tactics. 7. The way I look at that is, the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. It's actually very simple when you think about it. When you actually just think about it logically, when we have more players in the box, surely we are more likely to score a goal. Like, it actually really is just very simple, and it really does work. So that's why I use that. 2 corners and 2 free kicks, like so. Very nice and easy. I just stopped us getting counter-attacked on from our own corners and own free kicks. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the playing instructions. But first, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, duelmasters.io. Want to use the skill moves you're learning to earn real money? Duel Masters is a cutting edge and secure platform where you can engage in EAFC 24 matches and tournaments to win real cash prizes. Duel Masters has a unique match finder system to quickly find opponents that match your skill level for the fairest game possible. It also has 24/7 support. It is the safest way to wager money on FC24. All you have to do is register at duelmasters.io via the link in the description with the referral code. Register and you also get a welcome bonus of $5. Click on the create game button and create your own match with the desired wager amount, or find an opponent in the match finder table who matches your skill level and preferred wager amount and press invite to play. You can discuss the rules with your opponent before the match, and when you're both ready, play the game. Thank you for the sponsor. Let's get back for the video. So the player instructions on the 4-3-3-2 are probably the most important thing with the formation. Ignore the custom, well, you don't have to ignore the custom tactics, but without the custom tactics, I think we could still maybe rock and roll with it because of the player instructions. They are so important on this game, in this formation. So I'll start with the striker because he's on exactly the same on every single formation that I've ever used this FIFA. Stay central and get in behind. Yes, your absolute bread and butter. The way I look at that is, if our striker is making the running behind when he's on the getting behind, even if we don't pass him the ball, think of the space that creates in the middle of the pitch for our two central midfielders and our left winger and our right winger to pick up spaces in. It's actually very simple and very effective. It is so key. The stay central, pretty obvious. I want my strikers to stay in the central areas of the pitch. I don't, especially in a 4-3-3-2 formation, I do not want my striker venturing out to the left wing and the right wing position. I need him within the width of the 18-yard box. I need him to be the one that is scoring the goals. I need him. That is needed, YouTube. It's needed. The left wing and the right winger are on exactly the same thing. So come back on defence, gives us that little bit of defensive solidity. Get in behind and get into the box for cross. The getting behind and getting into the box for cross are, without a shadow of a doubt, the most important factor of the left winger and the right winger. And again, to prove to you, the right winger, come back on defence, get in behind and get into the box for cross. The get into the box for cross, especially when we are using a 4-3-3 formation, because it's not the easiest formation to attack with, is so needed. It just gives us more offensive options when we are running down the byline, or whether we're playing it through the middle with the tiki-taka football. It just gives us more offensive options. It's so needed. And of course, if we're having a shot with our right winger, maybe the ball just lands perfectly at our left winger's feet, and vice versa. If we're having a shot with our left winger, maybe the ball just lands perfectly at our right winger's feet. So definitely something I feel like you should use 100%. The getting behind, making runs in behind is so needed on this FIFA. Now, the two central midfielders, YouTube, this is the key aspect of this formation. This is where this formation will earn you the wins in the weekend league, in division rivals, career mode, whatever you are playing. This is where it's going to earn you the wins. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to put on is cover centre, and my left central midfielder and my right central midfielder are on exactly the same thing. So first thing you're going to want to put on is cover centre. The second thing you're going to want to put on is get into the box for cross. Yes, get into the box for cross. I want both my left central midfielder and my right central midfielder to be pushing right up there, almost making like a front five that we've got. That's basically what I want, because the CDM can hold it on his own, especially with what I do with the fullbacks as well. You don't have to worry about the CDM too much with the defensive side of the game. I want my left central midfielder and my right central midfielder, kind of like our Man City play, to be pushing right up alongside my striker. That's what I want. I want them in the box. I want them creating opportunities. I want them assisting. I want them scoring goals. They are the bread and butter. Hence why I'm actually using two very attack-minded players there. So Jeremy Doku and of course Musiala. They are two very attack-minded players, so that's why I'm using that. That then brings us nicely onto our CDM. You can probably guess what he's on. Stay back while attacking, and of course cover centre. Nothing really too extravagant on that part. I want him in that Rodri role. I don't want him venturing out very far from that middle of the park, because of course all my midfielders will be pushing up and getting forward, getting into the box for cross like I've put them on the player instructions. I need my CDM to be there in the middle of the pitch, patrolling the left hand side and the right hand side and the middle of the pitch to try and stop any counter attacks if and when we lose the ball. Then of course our fullbacks, I actually don't attack with the fullbacks in this formation. So I have both of my fullbacks on stay back while attacking. So I don't attack with them at all. So both my left back and my right back are on stay back while attacking. Pretty obvious, really. I just don't really attack with them. I don't feel the need. You can, if you want, put them on join the attack and overlap. I just didn't really feel the need to use that on this formation at this moment in time. And then my goalkeeper, Edison, is on comes for crosses and super keeper. And that right there is my updated not even updated, my brand new 4-3-3-2 custom tactics for you on this FIFA YouTube. If you did enjoy this video, please drop it a like and hit that subscribe button to my channel for me. That would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.